Hello, this is Thinking Box, and this is a group deliberation process but with video input. And probably the best way of describing the process is to simply show the video that they play at the beginning of every session. So here it is. Welcome to Thinking Box. At Thinking Box, we watch and discuss carefully selected videos in a facilitated safe space. After each feature presentation, we provide a few possible discussion questions. These are a guide only, and you are free to discuss any aspect of the presentation that calls to you. Our first discussions are in small groups of 2 to 3 people only. This gives more time for each person to express their perspective. It is also optimal for the collective thinking process. It is a chance to practice really listening to others and giving free attention. We then open the discussion up to everyone to allow group conversations to be shared. We like to hear from a range of people, and so try to be concise and allow others to speak too. Listening to and picking up on the points raised helps the conversation to progress, and the facilitator will help with this. Often, key conclusions and the best ideas will rise to the surface. Thinking Box is more about expanding our awareness and understanding of subjects and other people, much more than persuading others of our current view. So be open to changing your mind based on any new information, and always be respectful of other perspectives. We may hold different views, but with an open and inquiring mind, we can begin to see why and show empathy. So always challenge the idea rather than the person themselves. We hope you enjoy the session. So you'll notice that in Thinking Box you have very small group conversations, 2 or 3 people only, and this is there to really cultivate that safety and get everybody talking and listening. Not everybody immediately jumps in a large group conversation. So in terms of value, the fact that there's video alone, sometimes these videos are so powerful that you just want to watch them and then discuss them. So very good for learning and awareness raising on topics generally, but also for those national conversations. So very difficult to have one of those if you need to have a speaker in every single place. They can't be in more than one place at a time. But with the video, you can have that conversation all over the country. In terms of getting started, it does require a bit of kit, so you need a projector and an audio system, and it does require a little bit of preparation as well in advance. Mostly you can just go for it, but most people prefer to do a little bit of thinking about the questions and watching the videos in advance. If you go to the resources page, there's programs already written, so that's the great thing. You can just download those and run them. Some have even ways to feed in your feedback as well, so if you've got some results, whatever you've decided in that particular conversation, you can feed in, you can see what other groups have come up with as well. So have a look at the resources page. There are 5 programs that are suitable for XR at the moment, and others will come, and 3 that we think are probably suitable for public consumption. And for each one there's facilitator notes, even in some cases the videos are actually there on the page, you just press them and off you go. So have a look at that. There is also some facilitator training, so a series of videos, very short ones, you can watch to get some coaching on how to run the sessions. And if you want a little bit more in-depth experience, there's a learning program associated with that as well, if you choose to use that. Final thing is to remember, you don't have to start off with a group of 30. You can start off with just a few people in your own front room, get a few of your affinity group together and have that conversation. The important thing is that you get started and have great conversations. And the other thing is that if you have topics you think would be good to discuss, let Thinking Box know, and a lot of these organisations will provide programs for you. So that's something else to bear in mind. Okay.